The recent public conflict concerning the school budget and crossing guards highlighted a severe breakdown in trust between the mayor's office, the city council, and the Board of Education. What are 3 specific, actionable steps you will take in your first 90 days to open productive lines of communication?
Thank you. As a lifelong educator, I'm very interested in this subject, and as well as all the other subjects. First thing, we can do better. We need to talk to each other. We need to have real, honest dialogue between the city and the school board. We can do that. That's something we can have happen. We have the Connecticut Association of Boards of Education, which costs no money to come to work with us, as they've done in many other municipalities in the state of Connecticut. And I have a lot of that the information on that gathered and ready to go. So I think that using outside organizations that are nonpartisan is a part of it, and also just common sense. Crossing guards, come on. You have to have children safe, and that was just a bad decision, in my opinion. And we need to take care of that kind of thing immediately. But we can do things with other with state organizations, so we can get together in a room and attend each other's meetings. That's a big part of it. We need to have counselors at Board of Ed meetings and Board of Ed members at counselor meetings, so we can really have dialogue.
Ms. Carter, you have 90 seconds.
I'm sorry, how many?
You have 90 seconds.
Thank you so much. I'm a mother of 9 children, 18 grandchildren, and 8 great-grandchildren. Crossing guards are necessary. I can't be there all the time. I couldn't be there all the time. It's, to me, and I don't mean to be rude, but I think it's an asinine thing that you remove the crossing guards. Our children, this is a fast-paced society. There are younger drivers on the road. We know that there's a moped, motorcycle kind of thing going on where people, I don't believe they even know the rules of the road. We have to protect our children. To open the lines of communication, we're all adults. Let's sit down and just be reasonable about this. Remember when you were a child? There were crossing guards who cared about you if you were lost, if you couldn't find your bus. It's very simple. It's not complex, it's not rocket science. We need to love our community enough, love the people in it enough to get together and just sit down and have a conversation. If you don't know what to do, yes, you can look at other neighborhoods. We have thriving school systems around us. In London, there was a survey about scoring schools in the area. London came up like a C-, where Waterford was an A or B+. All I'm saying is that if you don't know what to do, ask somebody. But it's a very simple thing. It's not complex. Thank you.
Ms. Goulart, you have 90 seconds.
Thank you. Well, I think I fall in line with the rest of the panel here, and I agree also that we should have crossing guards, and I'm disappointed that we don't. One of the things that really just boggles my mind is that there isn't a required or voluntary quarterly meeting, at least quarterly meeting, between the Board of Education and the City Council to talk at least about the financial issues that are cross-board. That to me is something that is easy to establish and would be something that I would immediately encourage between the 2 organizations. The second would be, and this isn't necessarily something that you could require, but something that I would absolutely encourage is a more open environment in the public discussion section of both the council and the Board of Education meetings. I can't tell you how many times I've sat in both of those, more the council than the board, that I feel like I'm not being listened to, and the counselors, because I do tend to go to most of those meetings, are just kind of going through the motions, and folks are playing on their phones, and when they're reading their response to public comment, it's pre-written, and they're reading it off of pieces of paper, because stuff is being decided in meetings that have already happened. And that's incredibly discouraging for people, and it seems an awful lot like the crossing guard issue was one of those. So we really need to, I'll finish the rest of that. Should I get a chance later? Thank you.
Back to Mr. Cluett for 30 seconds.
Yeah, this issue is a huge issue. We are at a changing point in our society. We need everybody to be part of the solution. Professional teachers are going to lead the way. The Board of Ed plays an important role, City Council, but everyone's going to need to be involved. I would be committed to working with community groups to work to get people into the schools to support kids, whether it's with sports, the arts, culinary, things I can't imagine. Let's do the Adrienne Marie Brown Imagine a Future together in community sessions and get people involved in the school district to support the kids. The times have changed.
Thank you. Now we're going to go, yes. 30 seconds.
I just wanted to address this issue because it is entirely within the city's ability to fix this relationship. There's no sense, asking the school district to fix it, given the power imbalance between the city and the school. The administration needs to stop bad faith negotiating tactics and shifting costs unexpectedly to the schools. And we do need to have at least quarterly, as Kat said, joint meeting of the finance committees, which is something I've been asking for since I was on the board.